To represent the graduates and present the address from the class of 2013, it is my honor to introduce a new recipient of a Master of Science in Mass Communication, Kendal Peirce.
I feel like I was just up here. Thank you, Dean Spieler, Mahoney, Shanahan, and life coach, Dean Sabovic. Thank you, faculty, staff, those people in the back, you guys. A special thank you to our friends and family for attending yet another graduation and paying for yet another celebratory meal. We are an ongoing investment. Keep the wallets open, guys. A special thank you, last but not least, to the graduating class of 2013. Congratulations to me, I mean us. Done. For those of you that have your phones, the hashtag for today is #MasterThat with a capital THAT, so feel free to tweet my words of wisdom. These things usually begin with a quote or a word that will set the tone of the speech, like fear, success, or passion, and how with the skills and knowledge we have gained here at COM, we will go out into the world and make our mark. But wait, these words sound really familiar for those of us who attended our undergraduate commencement. Do we really need or want to hear another speech about how, even though it's daunting, we will eventually be successful? Considering that most of us have already traversed the unforgiving landscape of the working world, I'm going to make an executive decision and say no. So why the hell is she talking to us, you may ask? Well, in the words of Sam Spade from the Maltese Falcon, when you're slapped, you'll take it and like it. In other words, I'm getting to it. During the wee dark hours of the night, as I spent contemplating what words of wisdom I would bestow upon you all, I had three important revelations. One, no word or quote can truly encapsulate everything that we have accomplished and the paths and obstacles now set before us. Two, Sunset Grill and Patrons are the same place. Mind blown, I know. Three, the green line is the perfect metaphor for our life. Bear with me. Almost never on time, constantly breaking down in fantastic displays of mismanagement, crowded to the point of suffocation. Yet it keeps trucking along, except during the hours of 12 and 6 and blizzards, but the metaphor still applies, I guess. Eventually we'll get somewhere. Maybe it's not exactly where we wanted to go, but in the end, we'll make it work. I don't want to preach to you about what we will do, as I know, unlike the green line, we will have the intelligence, skills, and drive to succeed. And probably figure out what these things are for. Instead, I would rather reminisce about what we have done. Together, we have survived our self-inflicted re-entrance into academia. So congratulations there. We're a little bit masochistic. We have made films that have brought me to tears, published news articles that have brought me to tears, written screenplays that have brought me to tears, conducted and applied market research that has arguably also brought me to tears. We have designed websites, launched ad campaigns, engaged in theoretical banter, like we do here at COM, and read a few books. The latter is far more impressive than it sounds. We have braved hurricanes, blizzards, and poorly named wintry mixes. I like to call it sheeting, so we can use that. We have juggled finances, schoolwork, paid work, networking, and job searching. I'll give you a moment for self-congratulations. I remember the first time I stepped through COM's doors as a graduate student and tripped. I didn't know what to expect and quite frankly was wondering if we had made the right decision to return to school. Looking out at all of you today, I can truthfully say that I made the right decision. Not only did COM help me rediscover my passions, it also gave me a family. One big, often dysfunctional, but altogether wonderful family. Our unique bond has been forged in sweat, blood, tears, And yes, lots of bacon-wrapped bread and alcohol. Whether it was creating lovable, yet appropriate names at the pub's nighting ceremony, assisting a classmate on a project the night before it's due, offering comfort during times of tragedy, or even something as simple as bringing snacks to a study party, we all have been there for each other. If I could thank COM for just one thing, it would be for giving me the opportunity to meet each and every one of you. Except for some, actually, I feel like I don't know some of you guys. We go to the same school. Speech still plus. Speech still plus. When we were accepted into our respective programs, we were accepted into the COM family. We were here for a purpose, to better ourselves in one way or another, and in this shared purpose are foundations for some of the strongest friendships and connections we will ever make. I would gladly bodily shove myself onto any crowded, smelly, probably health hazardous B train for each and every one of you. True love. If you are waiting for a concluding insightful quote or last words of advice, you will be disappointed, yet again. Anything I say to you, you will already know. Instead, I want to thank you. A quick Google search of the number of people to graduate each year with a master's turned up nothing. I'm sure it's small, though. Let's see, yep. You have all done amazing things to be seated where you are today, looking at me. So thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for an amazing, sadly short, 2 years. Thank you for believing in yourselves and in each other. Thank you for being come awesome. It's a word I just made up. On the spot, it's not actually on here. I expect great things from each and every one of you, relatively. And that's not just because I want a job. But that's out there as well. Go forth, again, into your chosen fields or along your chosen paths, and remember, you will always have a dysfunctional family here at COM. Thank you, masterful graduating class of 2013. Congratulations.